Okay, so you want to understand the economics of a rare earth mine. Sounds pretty niche, right? But here's the thing. Rare earth elements are the unsung heroes of the modern world. From your smartphone to electric cars and wind turbines, these minerals are the secret sauce powering it all. Yet, digging them up and turning them into usable materials, that's a complicated, expensive dance where every dollar counts, and sometimes the math looks more like a thriller than a textbook. Let me take you through how money flows in this industry, why opening a rare earth mine is a high-stakes gamble, and how the margins can swing wildly from gold mine to money pit. By the end, you'll see why rare earths aren't just rocks in the ground. They're a complex economic puzzle with global consequences. First up, what exactly are rare earth elements? Don't be fooled by the name, they're not actually all that rare in the Earth's crust. The catch is that they're rarely found in concentrations high enough to mine economically. Think of them like treasure buried in a haystack. Extracting these metals like neodymium, dysprosium, and cerium requires specialized mining and processing, which drives costs way up. Now, imagine a company spots a promising deposit. The initial step is exploration and feasibility studies, which can drag on for years and cost hundreds of millions of dollars. It's like dating before marriage. You don't want to commit without knowing the risks. This phase includes drilling, sampling, and testing how much ore is actually in the ground and whether it's worth the investment. Once the green light comes, the real money starts flowing. Construction of the mine and processing facilities can easily top $1 billion. Picture building a small city in the middle of nowhere with roads, power plants, water treatment, and all the heavy machinery needed to dig, crush, and separate the ore. The equipment alone, massive crushers, flotation tanks, and chemical processing plants, can cost hundreds of millions. But here's where it gets tricky. The operational costs don't stop after construction. Running a rare earth mine is energy intensive and requires constant chemical inputs. Plus, environmental regulations add layers of expensive compliance measures. If you think about it, it's like running a factory that eats electricity and chemicals for breakfast and requires round-the-clock monitoring to avoid disasters. So how does the money come back? Rare earths are sold to manufacturers who turn them into magnets, batteries, and other high-tech components. Prices for these metals are notoriously volatile. For example, neodymium prices have swung from $40 per kilogram to over $100 and back within a few years. This price roller coaster directly impacts profitability. To give you a clearer picture, let's break down a simplified income statement for a hypothetical rare earth mine. Imagine annual revenue of $500 million from selling processed rare earth concentrates. Operating costs, mining, processing, labor, energy might run up to $350 million. That leaves an operating margin of about $150 million, or 30%. Sounds pretty good, right? But wait, there's more. Capital expenditures, debt servicing, and environmental reclamation costs can easily consume a large chunk of those profits. And don't forget taxes and royalties, which vary by country and can be hefty. So the net margin might shrink to something closer to 15%, and that's on a good year with stable prices. Why do some mines fail despite the seemingly high demand? Well, rare earth mining is fraught with risks. Ore grades can be lower than expected, costs can spiral due to technical challenges, or global politics can tank prices overnight. A prime example is the rare earth price spike in 2011 that led to a flurry of new projects, many of which ended up mothballed when prices crashed. Also, processing rare earths is notoriously complex and environmentally sensitive. If a mine can't build efficient, clean processing facilities, it risks shutdowns and fines. It's a delicate balance. Too much cost-cutting can lead to environmental disasters, which are costly in every sense. But when done right, rare earth mines can be cash cows. The global push for green technology and electric vehicles means demand for these elements is only going up. Mines that manage costs, secure stable supply contracts, and navigate regulations, effectively stand to make significant profits over decades. So to wrap it up, a rare earth mine isn't just about digging up rocks. It's a high-cost, high-risk, and highly specialized business where every step from exploration to processing involves massive capital and operational expenses. Margins can look healthy on paper, but are often squeezed by volatile prices and hidden costs. And yet, the economic payoff can be enormous, powering the technologies we rely on every day. Understanding these economics gives you a front-row seat to one of the most critical and fascinating industries shaping our future. Thanks for sticking with me on this deep dive. If you want more breakdowns like this, just let me know.